If you told me over 3 years ago that I would be covering this game, I'd think you were nuts. But my, how time can change people's minds. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome to an adventure I never thought I'd be going on. This game is quite the anomaly in its series, as it heavily strays away from what its predecessors did in the past. And because of this, it's developed quite an infamous legacy, but also has its own share of fans. A lot that, to my surprise, said that this was their initial exposure to this series of games. This was one game that I despised so much when I was younger because I couldn't beat it at first, but after finding it again at my local game shop a couple years back, I grew to like it pretty quickly. So ladies, gentlemen, animals, and everything in between, welcome to one of the most unusual games ever created by a well-known studio, the one, the only, Starfox Adventures. This was the game that followed after the masterpiece that was Star Fox 64, my favorite game of all time, and one I did an LP on a long time ago. It's okay, I guess. Some things could be better about that series, but that's in the past. Star Fox Adventures has got a reputation of being known as the black sheep in the lineup, as it doesn't play like your average Star Fox game. This was one of the last games that was made by Rareware, the same studio behind the old Donkey Kong Country games and the Banjo series, among other works, before they were bought out by Microsoft, and holy moly, the Star Fox Adventures have quite the development history behind it. That's going to be a topic I will do my best to go over throughout this series, and believe it or not, I find this game to be fun at some points. But there are moments that do reflect the game's stupidity, for lack of a better term. But in my opinion, that does nothing else but add to the charm that this game has, whether it was intentionalized by the developers or not. Either way, I think it just adds to what this game can bring. And I think that's something a lot of people just gloss over because, like I said, this is not your average Star Fox game. But I'm going to do my best to show that that statement can be reflected in a good way. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not waste any more time and embark on this new adventure together.
Ahusalotu woko tashkov jojuk. Aktewa jimokea yuriko mitko kutsato neokea dukem. Nai ula keu uhu. Keu jadat wuk tudwo. Mojiko!
Well, I said this game was unusual, but this is not what I had in mind. I mean, this is still technically a Star Fox game because we are flying as a fox creature in mid-air combat. So I guess it kinda counts. As we saw from that opening text, we're playing as somebody named Crystal, who has her own agenda going on in this little game. Controls here are pretty simple in this opening segment. Move with the control stick and hit A repeatedly to shoot the fireballs. You have unlimited health here, so you don't have to worry about dying at any point in this opening segment of the game. I mean, you are just starting off this game, so it would be pretty jerkish of the developers if they did place you in a scenario where you could die very easily upon booting up a new playthrough. So after taking out those turrets, I suppose those were, we're gonna take out the ship head on and deal with the head of said ship. Oh, that was a lot faster than I thought I would do. Usually I would be a lot slower in advancing to this next cutscene. Your adventure begins! Use the control stick to move Crystal around the galleon. Press L to center the camera behind Crystal. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear a voice. Try finding the source of that voice. So since we're on the galleon, this is just becoming more tutorial fodder what this ship is. We won't be here for long if I'm able to get through this particular set quick enough. When A appears, check the A display. This will tell you what A can do at that time. This is basically showing you that the A button is going to be your main button to interact with the environment around you, like with characters, nearby objects, that sort of stuff. The crates we see on the ship, they don't sway fast enough that you'll take damage if you make contact with them, so you don't have to worry about those as potential hazards. Just head below deck, and we'll find this really dumb item collecting animation. Get used to that, folks, because we'll be seeing that pop up quite a bit in this game. We got a key from the Kazoa Palace in the meantime. When you pick up an item, it will be placed into your C inventory. Move the stick in any direction to display your inventory, then push it left or right to rotate it. Each slot will hold different types of objects. So if I bring it up like so, we'll have 3 slots to choose from. The red field, for the most part, is your key items slash useful items you'll be coming across on your time in this game.
General Scales. Hiko, Kohud, or Taskuki, if dinosaur planet. Ut neokraju, ui kimo nekt.
Am deg kutsuho keivorik oi. Am edko kutsuho rozvejo evu tashkov zuk.
Utashkov suk? Kiash Niko Kuduk, ash atashkov.
Keo cloudrunner kekt moyorik oi. Keo olak general.
Moak. Aundekulak. Ahiko ilokio, mudu tadijwi kiaro. Kiok. Ash nio amit hiko kutsash kudok nakivu. Ikianajo. Kio vik oknush kokeva wika wok mo. Ue tuoki se kodwo mo? Kia chach dekelu! Edo so tavuk! General Scales!
Rodzesp general. Moro do kemo.
Kia chach dekelu!
Koshvat keo yezo ev keo tashkov zheduk. Anito avkiash ash neo keo tashkuf shoduk ash semat vem.
Kia gach kio Krazoa Palace! Avue, we are Jato! Rolo Suvi! Kiaka kio! Touch weeds met Joshut Kuso!
You have arrived at Krazoa Palace. When you want to save your game, you must have a memory card inserted to slot A. Well, that goes without saying. That's kind of how saving works. Basically, the game is telling you here that you have the ability to save your progress at any point in the adventure. You don't have to go to fixed save locations or find any fixed save points to do so. You can save whenever you like, which is very, very nice. This is a fuel barrel generator. It has been left here by General Scales, who uses the fuel to power Sharp Claw Army. Each time you use a barrel, another one will be generated at this location. The reason why there's none there right now is because there's already a barrel in the area. We just have to find it. The King Earthwalker sent us to protect Krazoa Palace. It's not safe for you here. If you find yourself in danger, press X to roll away. Oh, that's actually very nice to know. I would not have pointed that out myself if I didn't talk to that particular dinosaur. Or I guess Earthwalker is what they call themselves. When this icon is displayed, you can use an item from your C inventory. Move the C stick in any direction and it will automatically go to the correct slot for you. To use the item, simply press A. The cool thing about this is, when you are near this icon and use the C stick, it will automatically go to whatever item you need to use at that particular moment. So that's a very nifty thing to keep in mind. You have to use this barrel, pick the item up with A, and use A to toss whatever item you're holding. And this, once again, activates this stupid animation. We find a tasty puck egg, a sharp clawed delicacy. Don't worry, these are not dinosaur eggs. They come from the huge puck birds that the sharp claw breed just for this tasty snack. So, you know, because that they're not coming from dinosaurs, these eggs are very, very guilt-free for you to actually eat to get some health back. It's kind of morbid to think about, but whatever, you gotta do what it takes to survive, right? We gotta get another barrel because there's gonna be yet a second crack in the wall for us to blow up. I want to talk to more of these Earthwalkers before we do progress any further. You should leave this place. Scales has brought a great evil to the palace. To be extra safe, sneak around corners by holding down L and moving the control stick in sidestep mode. This is pretty much L targeting for lack of a better term. I don't think you can hold any items when you are in sidestep mode. I'm gonna test that very quickly with the barrel back over here. No you can't. This is me holding down L, but not only did blow that enemy, but I wasn't able to sidestep while holding an item, so that's something you can't do. General Scales and his Sharpclaw army attacked. We tried to stop them, but there were too many. To safely look around before you enter an area, press Z to see from head view. That's first person mode. We really can't do anything about this. It's just useful to scan the area if you need a better vantage point, I guess. Or a better view is what that feature has in store for you. If we head over here, there's gonna be more puck eggs for us to collect if we ever need to get our health back. Before I progress though, there is a little thing I was able to catch in a test recording of this that I don't think a lot of people know about. There's a ladder behind this crate that could be easily missed. So if you go down this ladder and proceed to the lower level of Krazoa Palace, at least the entrance of it, we'll find another ladder that'll take us to an item that I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't expect to find. Over here we find a little creature. How it got over here and was able to hide all this time, I will never know. It's a Bafomdad. It's a magical creature whose powers can restore life. If you have collected a Bafomdad and die, it can be used to restore you back to good health. Pretty much if you played Zelda, this is gonna be your fairy. Until we get to something called a Bafomdad holder, we're only able to carry one though, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind when it comes to these creatures. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know about that location. I don't know that for sure, but I don't see it documented in a lot of like walkthroughs that I've come across about this game, so I'm pretty sure it's a well-kept secret. It's easily missed because of this crate that's right in front of the ladder that's blocking your view. So you probably wouldn't pay attention to that because you might have your attention drawn to the crate first and probably only that crate. Speaking of crates, there's more on our path we have to destroy by blowing it up with that barrel, and this gives us another type of food that we can use to get our health back. This is a double dag pod. It's a delicious fruit found only on Dinosaur Planet. You'll find them in sharp claw baskets and crates, or hanging in double dang trees. Even baddies sometimes will drop them. These will give you half a heart back, whereas the egg will give you a full heart. Either way, you'll get a substantial amount of health back if you're able to continuously collect either the pods or the eggs. Finding health isn't like the hardest thing to come across in this game, but the eggs are more worthy to collect than those pods are. And there's yet another crack in the wall. I'm sensing a pattern here with this opening segment of the game. So many cracks and so many barrels we gotta use to blow them up. We gotta use this barrel, but unlike the previous times, we have to use it to hold down the switch. But the weird thing is, if you pick up this barrel and even throw it away, or just put it down like that, I guess that works too, the door will stay open forever. I have no idea why it happens, but it's a small glitch that I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know about, because why would you bother doing that? It's common knowledge that if you lift the barrel off the switch, that door's gonna close. But for some strange reason, it doesn't apply here.
Keo Krisoa, Doot Uwe Kutsak, Keo Uho Tudwo,
Nos ag oe kiel grot kiel tash kuf shoduk.
Neo no Noho Ukasbat, Ashadukat, Vo Kutsak, No Noho, Muchishot, Oh,
Rek neok noho oe tedwo kutsoho.
Keo King Earthwalker, Shot Itch Game, Hekas Kiash Shushat Fusuzo, Kutsimo Eve Keo Krizoa, Keo Krizoa, Oho Fuso Fahax, Fenovic Rodu, Keo Grado Kevo K, Okudak, Naki Keo Fahax, A Kudak Ash 2.
Ach kutsoho jimoker atsute.
Moak, et kokio fiho if kutsuk, sud kubo keo kashk. Utko keo, Krisoa shrine, et so achatu, sev kuko kipahak kosh, ut unawak ue hunut, av ue jesut, kiot hokit kemo. Amdek Widwu Utun Kotso.
Well, now we have our next objective, to enter this shrine and collect this Krizoa spirit. This is a Krizoa shrine entrance warp, and the center press A to enter the shrine. I gotta say, I really like the atmosphere of Krizoa Palace. It's very mystical, and the music that goes along with it fits the setting right down to a T. I like it very, very much. We also saw that an up-close shot of Crystal's fur is very detailed and just well designed in my opinion. For a game that was released like 2002, which was about a year to the GameCube's lifespan, the game itself looks really, really good. You found your way to a Krizoa shrine, and within lies a Krizoa spirit. The spirits have been hidden as they hold great powers. Power that, if in the wrong hands, could bring terror. But in the right hands, the spirits can bring peace. There are 6 in all to find, and return to the palace. If you can find the spirit within this shrine, and complete this test, then it will be yours. So we have no idea what this General Scales is up to. Maybe he's looking out for the spirits? If that's the case, how would he even be able to attempt the test? Like that Earthwalker said, only someone pure of heart would be able to attempt this test to collect the spirit. Maybe that's his endgame? We really don't know for sure. But it seems like he's gonna get what's coming to him sooner or later. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. But enough about skills right now, we gotta focus on collecting this Krizoa spirit. But first, we gotta get through this life force door. The spirits floating on it to tell you how many bad guys you must defeat before the door will open. You can actually go through this door, and it won't damage you in any sense. Apparently, when this game was being developed, that was not the case. At first, if you did end up touching that life force door, then it would damage you, but for some reason, that's not the case in the final game. I guess it found out to be pretty useless since most people wouldn't even think about going near that door since that's gonna block your way from further progress. Maybe that's why they got rid of that little feature. We gotta use another barrel again with the barrels, but at least we're not blowing something up, we just have to weigh something down. Or Crystal can throw it. I guess that works too. I I swear I was standing still, so Crystal should have just put the barrel down the switch. Maybe it's because that brain squid, which is those flying things we've been seeing around the palace, was near enough, so the game thought that I was prioritized to throw the barrel instead. Well, I'm gonna make that guy die because he was getting in the way, so that guy, he got what was coming to him. It's pretty funny that you can manipulate the enemies like that to get them killed with some hazards like that. I don't think that kind of opportunity appears that much in the game, but when it does, it can be kind of funny to do. At long last, we were able to find a Grisel's spirit, and now we have to go through the first test, the test of observation. Watch closely where I hide. When the urns stop moving, you must show me which urn I've hid it in. Find me 3 times in a row, and I'll be yours to return to Grisoa Palace. I know this is just early on in the game, and this is only the first test, but this is really easy. Stupidly easy, I must say. The urns don't move that fast, so it'll be very simple for you to track down where the spirit is hidden in. We have to do this at least 2 more times before we can complete this test. And this is the game's way of trying to make things a little more difficult for you in this test. It will make the urns move around these triangle formation shuffles, I guess. But it's not much faster than the first time you have to find the spirit. And this spirit is really taking it easy on us because it keeps moving to an urn next to its previous location. So it's not that difficult to track it down. The urns can damage you if you happen to get in the way of their shuffling, so that's something you have to worry about too, but it doesn't damage you that much. You did it! You collected the first Grisoa spirit. It will remain in your body until you take it to the Grisoa Palace, where it must be released. I'm not sure about any of you, but I think the purple eyes that Crystal has now she's possessed by the spirit, it kind of fits with her blue fur look pretty well. I mean, it could look kind of creepy to some people, but I think it looks cool. It's a shame we won't be able to keep this look forever.
Keo Shahedash, Boof Keo Fahash, Shuvo Vem Kutsum, Rick Keo Ha Veno, Oho Ish Okash, Edko Neo Keo Fahat Oshrud Hokujot, Sud Agro Ijot, Keishakev Kiash Nu.
Anything else you gotta say? The King Earthwalker sent us to protect Grisoa Palace. Not safe here. And you're just repeating something else that I think the first Earthwalker we came across said. Well, I guess you became the least important Earthwalker in this place after a little while, but I guess you served your purpose. At least his efforts will not be in vain, as will the rest of the Earthwalkers' efforts as well. So originally it was planned that you had to find 8 spirits instead of 6, but that number got reduced as we clearly saw. Also, the place to turn in spirits at one time was called Warlock Mountain, but things took a radical turn when this game went under its development, and Well, this place took on the role where we had to dispose of the Grizzle spirits. Speaking of which, it's time for us to release the one that's within us.